In this video, we'll be taking a look at Supervisor Mode on the PM-50 Graphical Panel Meter. In a previous video, we introduced function keys, which are customizable on-screen push buttons that appear at the bottom of the screen when enabled. We'll be expanding on that concept in this video by enabling Supervisor Mode, which allows us to protect certain function keys with a supervisor password. You can see that we already have function keys created for reset and setPoint value. I'm going to enable Supervisor Mode so that I can protect the setPoint value function key with a supervisor password. The supervisor password is separate from the admin password, so you can password protect certain function keys without granting access to any configuration menus. Currently supported supervisor functions include reset, setPoint value, and display brightness. One important thing to note is that Supervisor Mode must be enabled from the touchscreen of the PM-50 unit itself and cannot be enabled from the web server. I'll start sharing the webcam pointed at my PM-50 and I'll walk through that process now. The first thing that you'll need to do is click once on the gear icon at the top right corner of the screen and log in with your admin credentials. I'll go ahead and do that now. Once you've logged in, you'll be brought to the System Configuration menu. Click once on the next arrow to display the Account Configuration menu item. Then just click once on that menu item to expand it. The first option that we see here is Enable Supervisor Password. I'll click once on the slider to enable, then click Next. Now we need to set the supervisor password. Click once on the password field and enter the desired supervisor password. After you enter the password, you'll be prompted to re-enter and confirm it by clicking on the red button at the bottom of the screen. After you click enter, you'll be able to see the password that you just set, and you can click once on confirm to save it. Now we can just click apply and exit, and then I'll log out of the admin account on my PM-50 unit so that I can log back into it from the web server. Back at the web server, I'll log in using the admin credentials. Once you've logged in, click once on device to get started. From here, click once on Function Configuration. Next, click once on the Function Key Configuration menu item to expand it. Now I'll select Function Key F2, which is the setPoint value function key that I want to protect with a supervisor password. You'll see that enabling Supervisor Mode has revealed a new option called Access, which can either be set to all users or Supervisor. I'll be selecting Supervisor. Now I can just click Save and then navigate to the home page to test the new supervisor setPoint value function key. You can see that the setPoint value function key is now green, indicating that it is protected by the supervisor password. The reset function key is still red, indicating that it is not password protected. Supervisor credentials are not needed if you're currently logged in as admin, so I'll log out of the admin account for this test. Next, I'll click once on our setPoint value function key, which should bring us to a login page with the supervisor user selected by default. And here I'll just enter that new supervisor password. And finally, I'll just click Trigger. As you can see, that brings us to a page where we can change the setPoint values for both setPoint 1 and setPoint 2. I don't actually have setPoint 2 configured, which we can see if we try to select that here. For now, I'll just select setPoint 1 and change the setPoint value. Notice that the setPoint value function key on the PM-50 unit has turned yellow, indicating that the setPoint value is being edited from the web server. When I click Save, my changes are accepted and will be brought back to the home page. At that same time, you'll see the setPoint value function key has turned green again on the PM-50 unit. Supervisor credentials are not remembered, so they must be entered every time a supervisor function key is pressed. When I click the setPoint value function key again, I'm asked to enter the password again. I'll just click Cancel here since I don't want to change the setpoint value again. I'll now click once on the setpoint value function key from the PM-50 unit itself. You'll notice that the setpoint value function key on the web server has turned yellow now, indicating that it is being edited from the PM-50 unit. I'll change the value for setpoint 1 now and apply those changes. Once I click Apply, my changes are accepted and we're brought back to the home page. You'll also notice that the setpoint value has turned green again on the web server. And that's it for PM-50 Supervisor Mode. Thank you for watching.